Hey, welcome everyone to another episode of Thoughts from JTJ. First of all, I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, keep social distancing. I know we've been through this pandemic. I've been working from home, like a lot of you have been working from home. A lot of us are still fortunate to do that. And a lot of my colleagues have been asking me, hey man, how have you set yourself up from working from home? To be quite honest, I've worked from home probably 9 out of my 15, 16-year career. So I have a little bit of experience even before this pandemic, and there were a couple things that I had to do when I was working from home to really kind of set myself up for success, and this just came after years of trial and error. But I'll share with you today the 3 things that I do really to set myself up. There are 3 big things that I focus on to set myself up for success. Some of them you've heard before in some of our other videos. You can go back and check those out, but I'll run through it for you right now. The first rule that I have when working from home is you have to treat it like a work day. I know that sounds silly, but the reality is you have to treat it like an actual work day. So the first thing you have to do is you have to rise and shine. You have to set your alarm clock, you have to stick to it. It's hard, but you have to do it. And think about it like this. Hey, that hour you spent in traffic, you get that extra hour in today and you don't have to worry about it as much. So set your alarm, get yourself up and work an 8 to 5, right? Don't end up working through the night. Don't get up super early and work in the morning. Use that time to do exercise, spend time with family, do other things. The second thing you do, which everyone hates to do, and we see a lot of memes about it, it's pretty funny, but get yourself dressed. Pick your clothes out the night before. Put on a nice pair of pants, a nice shirt, something comfortable, but something that puts you in the mindset that business is to be done. Because if you're sitting around in your pajama pants and a t-shirt, I'm telling you, your brain just doesn't work the same. You have to trick yourself. So treat it like it's a work day. Now, the second thing you need to do is close off your space. And look, in some situations, you might be fortunate enough to have a door. If you do, close that space off. Now, if you close it off, make sure you have an opportunity to get yourself some sunlight. So if you have a window, use that. Open it up, let some natural sunlight come in. You may not like it, but it will probably make your day feel a lot better. It's just something about what sunlight does to you. If you don't have a door, and you have your family in the house and things like that, completely understand you can't change your living space, but use a trick. There's a scepter trick, right? So take, if you got a nice memento baseball bat or a certain statue or something where you can put that outside of the room so your spouse, your girlfriend, your husband, your kids know that when they walk past that area of the house, even if you don't have a door, that scepter is out there. It means you cannot be bothered. It's like pretending you're off at work and you're not here right now because you need that closed space. So either A, use a door, close it, or B, use some sort of scepter and make sure you get some sunlight. Another good thing is to schedule yourself 2 15-minute smoke breaks. I don't smoke, but I always take my smoke breaks. Get outside in those 15 minutes. Go just step out on the porch. Just get some fresh air for a moment. Think. Take a swig of water with you. Just get a moment to really get some clarity. You need about 2 of those per day. So not promoting smoking here. I'm just saying take advantage of those 2 15-minute smoke breaks and get yourself good. Now that leads me to the third thing that I want to talk about. The third thing is when you work from home, it's really hard to lose track of time. Schedule everything, right? Number 3 is schedule everything. And I mean over schedule everything. Calendar invite yourself to as much stuff as you can early. If you don't, what's going to happen is your day is going to fill up with Zoom meetings and Teams meetings and all kind of chat meetings, and you won't actually have time to get stuff done that you need to do. So be productive. Set up that first hour in the morning to work on a specific spreadsheet or a PowerPoint doc or to read a specific article that you need to read from work. But make sure you schedule time to do work. The second thing you need to do when it comes to scheduling is that lunch hour. A lot of us forget about it. We work through it and we push through it. And that's all great. But when you're at home and you're not eating leftovers and you're not really setting yourself up to go step away and go to the cafeteria or whatever you normally do at the office, you end up making fast food joints your best friend. And that becomes a problem when you're working from home. One of the best things you can do when you work from home is plan your meal the night before if possible. But if not, take time to schedule your hour for lunch and eat a good balanced meal and break away from that office you close yourself off in. And don't get addicted to the television because that can be a real problem. Last thing I want you to do in terms of scheduling everything, and you've heard me talk about it in previous videos, make sure that when you end your day, you capture the 5 things you must do tomorrow. Those are the things that either go on your whiteboard, put them on a sticky note on your desk. There's some nice planner apps in Microsoft that you can use, but put down the 5 things you must do tomorrow. These are your essentials. No matter what happens, if something happens with the kids, if the power goes out, you still need to achieve these 5 things. And if you want to know more about that, check out the other video on our site, on our YouTube channel, and it'll tell you more about the 5 things you need to do tomorrow. Other than that, those are the three things you can do to set yourself up for success. Treat it like a work day, close off your space, and schedule everything. Hope everyone's doing well. Please stay safe. Please continue to social distance. I know restrictions are being lifted, but we need it. Everyone needs it. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.